Okay, so I wanted to do a tutorial on how to use Upwork to find graphic designers, affordable graphic designers that are also good, right? I've been using Upwork for about 5 years for my print-on-demand business. I used to use Fiverr and Facebook to find people. The quality was hit and miss, so I switched to Upwork and I haven't looked back. Really good platform, and of course, there's good stuff and crap everywhere. So there's a process that I'm going to show you. At least the one I use has worked for me. So I'm going to take you through the whole process of creating a job posting, what to put in the posting, and then how to review the proposals. Okay. So, and this is an actual, I will do the posting live with you, and it's going to be a two-parter. So later on, once I post, usually you get responses pretty quickly. Sometimes it takes a few hours, sometimes it takes a few days, depending on how specific you are. And of course, depending on your filters and how much money you're offering. This is a job that I already posted about a year ago. I'm going to repost it. You can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is going to be for I'm looking for a designer to do a t-shirt design. Okay, this is for my print on demand. I sell on Merch by Amazon and Redbubble and TeePublic, all the other platforms. So let's do this. You go here, post a job, and I'm going to do short-term, part-time. I don't think I've ever used long-term work. So we'll go here, continue. You start with your title. Here I'm going to put looking for kawaii style illustration of a piano lifting weights for t-shirt design. So what's important here, I'm being specific in the type of style, because some designers specialize in different styles. This is sort of like cute cartoonish style. I'm giving the topic of piano lifting weights, and I'm also indicating what the design will be used for. This is important, but obviously if you're doing a book, some designers might ask for more money, right? But t-shirt design, usually it's not... Again, there's a whole range. You could pay $5, you could pay $100, right? But we're definitely looking for the low end. In the print-on-demand business, it's a volume business. If you spend too much money on designs, you're not going to make any money. So illustration is fine in job category. Just to quickly, kawaii style, this is what I'm talking about, okay? You've seen it. It's the sort of the Hello Kitty type of design. So let me go back here, illustration, that's fine. The skills, they have suggested skills we usually will fit. This is based on the title. So if the skills they're suggesting have nothing to do with what you're looking for, just make sure you have the right keywords and description in your title. So illustration is fine, Adobe Illustrator, graphic design, Adobe Photoshop. I mean, that's enough. Deliverables, what is this? I actually don't, these are all suggestions. This is plenty, okay? So next is a scope, small. Small thing, everything's small. And I will put entry and you'll see why, right? I want to reach as many people as possible. So next is the location, worldwide, important. If you want to work with a specific region, you can select it here. You can select, I think, countries as well, but that's not, I'm not going to do that. Next is the budget. Okay, so you can pay by the hour, which I never do. I usually set the minimum you can do is $5. In this case, what I would do normally is to put $5 or $6 or $7. Start pretty low. Keep in mind that the people who are bidding for this job, can put whatever they want, even though the maximum project budget is $5 or $10. They can put 50, or they can put $100. But it does give them an idea, right? The higher, the more money you pay or you offer, the more people are going to bid for it. That's for sure. So in the interest of the exercise, I'm going to put a higher price, or higher budget rather, and that's going to attract more people. So I can show you how I would review the proposals. But I'm not going to go overboard. I'm just going to put $10. Review job post. Okay, and in here, super important, you have to spend time in the description. It will pay off later. If you're, what designers hate is to have super vague descriptions, like in this case, if you just did this and just copied and pasted, sure. And actually, even Upwork says it's a little short. You should put more details. So we're gonna put a lot more details. Just spend time on this. The more detailed you are, the better results you'll get. It's a little bit like online dating, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to look for my old listing and show you what I put. Okay, this is what I have. I am looking to find for this project. I'm going to edit that. Looking to find an illustrator to draw a kawaii style illustration of a piano lifting weights. Okay, so I'm repeating some of the stuff in the title. What I'm doing here, I'm also putting references. So if there's a specific style or artist you like, then include it. Include an actual photo, JPEG, or a site. So in this case, I put this guy on Threadless. Obi-san is one of my favorite artists. So we'll just so you can get an idea, right? All right, so let me go back to the listing, and I have, please only apply if you can match this style, or if you have designs already in your portfolio that match this type of art. I put this because I want people to read it. It won't necessarily mean that you're not going to get a lot of people who are unqualified applying for the job, but at least, it might turn off some people saying, hey, this is not for me. So here, this is what I had before, right? $5. So I can pay $10 per design. And okay, so in the past, and then we can keep this. My idea was that I would, if a design did really well, a t-shirt did really well, I would give some of the profits, bonuses, to the designer. I feel it's only fair if I profit from a design that someone did and it's very good, that they should get a bonus, right? And I've had relationships with designers for many years. These are people I care about. They, they work hard, and when it's their birthday or at Christmas time, they'll get a bonus, right? Based on my performance and based on the performance of their design, right? So in here I have, you will get detailed instructions. So which is true. I will use Google Sheet to track our work for a two-way feedback question. Okay. So this is the way I work. Once I have an established relationship, then I will track their work. And let me pause this. I also include here, you will get detailed instructions. So this is really the sort of the overview. I might give them more guidance into what I need. And then I also use a Google Sheet for number to track my designs and so they can see it as well, what's completed, what needs feedback, that sort of thing. So this only matters when you have an established relationship and you're keeping track. There's different designs at different stages. So it's just to be a little bit more organized. The first design is the piano lifting weights, the piano's expression. He's grunting. Maybe there are little beads of sweat to show that he's exercising. And then the words which I will add. So I'm telling them just work on the design. I don't need the actual fonts. will be pianoforte. Of course, this is a design that's supposed to be funny. Pianoforte is a term used in music, and it's a play on words. Forte is in strong. So it never sold a lot. It's very niche, very specific. But anyway, sometimes I do designs just because I like the concept. Thanks. I look forward to your submission. I actually included a picture. I drew on a post-it. I drew on a post-it a little, and I'll show it to you, and I'll attach it here. So it's here, and this is it, right? So this is me drawing what the. I think it's pretty good, right? But it's not good enough for a t-shirt design. So I will put it here. Okay. I don't use this. You're welcome to put additional specific questions that you want answered. Etienne, why are you calling me all the time? Okay, as you can see here, there's screening questions. For this particular type of job, I don't feel it's necessary to really go deep. If you're hiring maybe for a writer for a different type of job, yes, definitely justified. But all this stuff is really not important. Again, we're talking about a graphic designer. Let me see what else. Anyone? Yeah, I leave the default in here. Invite talent. Okay. So basically we're done. Okay. I'm going to post a job and then I'll come back and we'll review together what comes in. And I will give you some tips on how to filter and how to find people. So here's the job posting, and there we go. Okay, job is now live. I'll see you in a bit. This is the next day, 24 hours have passed. I'm looking at the job now and I'm seeing 30 proposals, 29 are new. There's two things you can do. First, we'll go through the proposals and see which ones are promising. And then separately, we can do search on the side for designers and invite them to apply for the job. So first, we'll look at the proposals, okay? So 29. Now, you can, because there's so many, you have the option of filtering, right? So if you wanted to filter, a lot of them have, not a lot of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot of them are newbies, they're new designers, so there's no history. It's kind of you're taking a chance, but that doesn't mean you might not find someone there. If you have the time, you can go through each one, read the cover letters. This one has a portfolio. I will do my best, I use Photoshop, regards. Okay, so, and actually he included, that's not bad. So some people would actually really want the job and will include a very almost complete design, okay? So, and then you can also look at, he's got a YouTube channel with motion graphics and stuff like that. It looks pretty good. Most people don't have that, or so that's not bad. So you could decide, and this one, you see the proposed bid, this is exactly what I asked for. In some cases, it will be lower. In most cases, it will be either the proposed bid or higher, okay? If you can do it's like a pre-selection and shortlist this person, but right now we're gonna go to the next one. Graphic designer, she is from Bosnia. $200 earned. So, and you can look also at the success rate. You would want to have, this might be a red flag. Why 75 is kind of low. And you can look at her reviews. These are positive. I'm not sure why she has 75. It should be higher. But in any case, you can look at the portfolio here. Okay, go through here and see what, ideally you want to have something in their portfolio that matches what you're looking for. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, so let's go through a couple more. United States. Usually the people I pick are overseas because in the US the wages are higher. So you will get most designers who won't do something for like $5 or $10. Okay. Now I should say that most of the designers I've hired over the past years are from the Philippines. For some reason, it seems that the Philippines offers like the best sort of combination of quality and price. Anywhere from $5 to $10 per design, sometimes more. In some cases, for t-shirt design, I have a guy who is an illustrator. So it's not necessarily the same thing as a graphic designer who works with both design and font. Graphic designers, a lot of times, will have a bank, like a library of designs, not of designs, but of graphics, right? And they will rework it, reuse some of that, add some text, add some effects. Whereas the illustrator is like an artist, like he will draw something, a cute cat. And in some cases, I'll work with both people. So especially if I think there's a design that I can reuse for many different niches. Anyway, I'm going a little bit off topic, but the Philippines are, like I said, a great country to pick for designers. So just going back to the list, Thailand, zero earned. If the cover letter is super vague, it's not an automatic decline, but I don't like it. Like I've seen you posted. Um, yeah, this is not super interesting. Example. Yeah, it's too basic. So I would probably uh, decline here. Just put like little candidate will not be notified. So you click here and it disappears from the view. There's a lot of different people to go through, right? All right. So what you can do as well, and this is a separate process, is to do graphic designer in here as a search. And here you'll see at the top will probably be people who earn a lot of money. So $25. So here you can start using the filter only, the filter feature, which is where, there it is. So hourly rate. Okay. So you can start with that, $10 and below. Okay. And Bangladesh, Pakistan. So what you could do, based on what I said, if you wanted to go with the Philippines, first you have to spell it correctly, Philippines. And let's say that I've seen this guy before, Alan, looks familiar. 52 jobs, $6 an hour. I would click on that. So he definitely has a lot, $50,000 in earnings. Again, don't just go by the earnings. That's a good indicator, but you want to make sure that their portfolio matches what you're looking for. Okay. So he's got a lot of, if you're looking for a brochure, this might be your guy. Let's assume for a second that this is someone you're interested in, then you would just click invite. I think under the basic Upwork membership, you get a certain number of invites. I'm not sure how much it is, maybe 30, and then you have to pay. So, and I think on the other side, if you're selling services, you can pay to boost your profile, and that's one way that Upwork makes money. Of course, the other way they make money is that for every job they take a percentage, just like Fiverr. Okay. The last step in this process would be to select your 3 top candidates, invite them to apply. So these would be people with the same bid. So in this case, it was $10. And this way, it allows you to compare apples to apples, right? It's the same design. You will see how much guidance they need, how much back and forth, the actual result, how communicative they are, how responsive to feedback. So it's a whole package, right? Especially if you're looking for someone to establish a long-term relationship with, right? And ideally that's what you want, right? Because you're going through this process, you're spending time and money. If you're in the business for a single, let's say, a book cover, and you don't think you're going to be reusing this designer, well, at the same time, in this scenario, you do want to spend the time because you spend a lot of time on this book, and the book is, is going to be the thumbnail and the cover when people search, and that's what they see. So I'm going to stop it here. If you are interested in trying Upwork, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description. So if you want to support my channel, please use that link. That would be great. Thank you so much. And until next time.